The Line. A 170-kilometer revolution in urban living. Protecting the Earth's most stunning nature while creating unmatched livability.
The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia has just made an announcement about the construction of a futuristic project called Neom. This project is like never before and is said to be completed in just 6 years. The designs for the Neom project are amazing and have attracted the attention of various countries worldwide, even modern construction engineers. Some believe this project is so complicated and unrealistic. But whatever the case, maybe we will look at this project's feasibility in this video. What do these structures look like? Can Saudi Arabia finish up within the given years? How will they get resources? If you want to get answers to these questions, you should continue watching this video. Saudi Arabia is a Middle Eastern country that spans the Arabian Peninsula. Its northern borders are with Jordan, Kuwait, and Iraq, while its southern borders are with Yemen and Oman. It is the second largest OPEC member country and the 14th largest country globally, with a total area of around 2 million square kilometers. Around 17% of the world's estimated oil deposits are in Saudi Arabia. The kingdom's other natural resources, in addition to petroleum, include gold, natural gas, copper, and iron ore. The King of Saudi Arabia is the country's most senior official, and the Crown Prince is the King's chosen successor. Currently, the King appoints the Crown Prince, who then takes over with the support of the Allegiance Council. During King Abdullah's rule, this method was implemented in the nation. An order is given that the Crown Prince will oversee government operations until the King returns while he is away. In a cabinet change that King Salman ordered, Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has been appointed the country's prime minister. The appointment formalizes Prince Mohammed's position as the head of the kingdom's administration, while he already serves as the nominal monarch of the greatest oil exporter in the world. The 37-year-old Crown Prince, whose initials are MBS, has previously held the positions of Defense Minister and Deputy Prime Minister. The 86-year-old monarch continues a gradual but steady transfer of authority in the country by installing MBS as Prime Minister, a position formally and customarily held by the king. The economy, defense, oil, internal security were just a few of the important areas the Crown Prince already oversaw. Since he came to power, Prince Mohammed has made significant changes to Saudi Arabia, including leading initiatives to diversify the economy away from its reliance on oil, allowing women to drive, and reducing the influence of the clerics over society. However, his reforms were accomplished by a harsh crackdown on the opposition, which resulted in the imprisonment of activists, loyals, women's rights advocates, and businesses. The nation's history has been driven by these three factors: religion, tribalism, and incredible wealth. Whatever one's chosen component, Saudi Arabia is nearly certain to be devoid of it. Arguments rage over whatever one's chosen component, but Saudi Arabia is nearly certain to be devoid. Arguments rage over the exact formula that turns dictatorships and democracies. The nation's history is wholly authoritarian, and its citizens have never been allowed to participate in politics in any way. Since it was first shown in 2017, Neom has driven criticism for its exaggerated proposals, including robot maids and flying taxis, even though economists and architects have raised concerns as regards to its viability. The Red Sea megacity Neom, which is at the center of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's strategy to diversify the oil-dependent economy of the Gulf state, is composed of parallel constructions of mirror-encased skyscrapers that span over 170 kilometers, more than 100 miles. These structures are collectively referred to as the Line. What is spectacular about the futuristic structure coming up in Saudi Arabia, Neom and the Line? Prince Mohammed unveiled Saudi Arabia's vision for the years to come, Vision 2030, in April 2016. The plan aims to make the kingdom the center of the Islamic and Arab worlds, a financial superpower, and a crossroads linking all three countries. The plan aims to reduce the economy's reliance on oil by privatizing and diversifying it. The program also intends to set up an e-government system by 2030. Saudi Arabia's Neom project aims to develop the new civilization of the future, while inspiring other countries to continue in the same direction for the good of the globe. Saudi Arabia is inventing an innovative method of constructing communities in a modern way of living. The Saudi people have high hopes for this project, since it would help them fulfill future demand, which is expected to increase. Prince Mohammed bin Salman has introduced the key components of the undertaking, which is the first of its type in the world. He unveiled this, accompanied by the senior authorities, famous architects and designers behind the line. The futuristic Saudi metropolis of the line in Neom has no streets, vehicles, or pollution. It is thought to be the largest infrastructure undertaking in history and is expected to revolutionize urban living. Plans for the line represent an innovative urban living experience that provides for the needs of the people while protecting the national environment. The ideas for the line represent metropolitan neighborhoods in a world without roads, automobiles, and pollutants. In contrast to conventional cities, it will run entirely on renewable energy and put people's health and welfare before transportation and infrastructure. It prioritizes conservation over development and will help to protect 95% of Neom's territory. The announcement highlights the line's key features, including its narrow width, 170-kilometer length, and 500-meter elevation. The line will ultimately contain 9 million people and will be constructed on a footprint measuring 34 square kilometers, which is uncommon in contrast to other cities with comparable population density. This will lead to a smaller infrastructure footprint and previously unheard-of efficiencies in city operations. Residents can appreciate the sounding wildlife while walking because of the region's excellent climate all year round. A high-speed rail with a 20-minute end-to-end travel time will also be available to residents, as will all of the line's amenities, which are all within a 5-minute walk. According to the Crown Prince, Saudi Arabia has huge potential and opportunities that will make the project a success. He said the country has the cash, the land, the stability, good infrastructure, and membership with the G20 country. MBS measured that the motive behind this unique structure is population growth. It is foresighted that Saudi Arabia will increase its population from 33 million to around 50 to 55 million by 2030. When this time comes, the population might have gotten to a level where it would begin to eat up the infrastructure on the ground at full capacity. That is a good reason why a new city needs to be built. Speaking about the line, the Crown Prince stated in an interview that when everybody was brought together, he did not know what would be the result. It was an amazing, huge, and massive idea that can't be explained in a small way. He said it would be a good investment because it would be in high demand. They started debating a variety of design concepts for the line, starting with the creation of a circuit and continuing it to various modes of transportation, including trains, and they'll start developing it progressively until it's finished in 2030. They collaborated with other teams during the design stage, exchanging ideas during brainstorming sessions, and started a global design competition. Except for one designer who took the concept and suggested turning the circle into a straight line, all of the designers gave city models consistent with the existing models but with better solutions. According to MBS, all current city models are built on issues, their corresponding fixes, and ongoing problem solving. This is why we decided to break from that structure and accept the line, which is different and special. Prince Mohammed emphasized that the models are now finished, and we are trying to erect the structures. The Crown Prince said that the construction on the city was already underway and that the first phase's completion was scheduled to coincide with the realization of Vision 2030. Future construction will extend the city's 170-kilometer length. According to the Crown Prince, Saudi Arabia vowed to leave a civilizational revolution based on a fundamental shift in urban planning when the line was launched last year. The plans for the city's vertically tiered neighborhoods will upend the idea of flat horizontal cities by preserving nature and improving livability for people. The line will address the issues that modern urban life presents to humans and suggest better lifestyle options. The Crown Prince is determined to surpass competitors in an area used to Ozymandian scale projects, thanks largely to a strong $600 billion Saudi sovereign public investment fund. A megacity the size of Massachusetts that is being developed in the northwest of Saudi Arabia was his flagship project, Neom, which he revealed in 2017. Then came the line, a set of horizontal skyscrapers that would span an uninterrupted 105 miles, like the one connecting downtown Los Angeles with Joshua Tree National Park. Expect to see more of what Saudi Arabia refers to as gigaprojects. By the Middle East Economic Digest organization, the Arab nation dominated the Middle East construction industry this year, with 35% of contract awards measured by value. Only $30 billion of the $719 billion allocated for 15 gigaprojects has been awarded thus far, indicating that the advancements are still in their infancy. The pace is anticipated to pick up in the following few years. Zero-gravity urbanism is the idea of layering city operations vertically so that individuals can move freely in 3 dimensions to access them. The line will have an external mirror facade, giving the building its distinctive character and enabling even the tiny footprint to blend seamlessly with nature, based on the design plan unveiled on Monday. The Crown Prince mentioned that the interior would be constructed to create extraordinary experiences and enchanting moments. According to MBS, the line confirms Saudi Arabia's unwavering commitment to showcasing a project to the entire world, and Neom, one of the most significant projects of Saudi Arabia 2030, is found there. He opined that Neom is a location for those who dream of a better tomorrow. According to MBS, this groundbreaking idea for the city of the future will be developed by a group of reputable architects and engineers led by Neom. The city's design will be fully digitalized by upgrading construction technology and manufacturing processes, and the building will be industrialized significantly. A biotech and digital cluster covering 10,000 square miles, Neom was previously hailed as the local Silicon Valley. It is now a tool for addressing what Prince Mohammed calls livability and environmental crisis, and rethinking urban life in only 34 square kilometers. According to Robert Moglionicki of the Arab Gulf States Institute in Washington, the notion has evolved so much from its early conception that it's sometimes difficult to tell its direction, scaling down, scaling up, or making a dramatic shift sideways. Are there any other amazing structures coming up in the country? Do you know about the Mukaab and the Vault? According to a press release from the Public Investment Fund (PIF), Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has established the New Murabba Development Company (MNDC), which aspires to create the largest contemporary downtown in Riyadh. In Arabic, the Mukaab is a word for a cube. The project will grow to be the world's greatest inner-city building, according to the developers. It would be a skyscraper the size of 20 Empire State Buildings, with hundreds of thousands of people living inside. The New Murabba project would also span an area of 19 square kilometers, which will be located at the intersection of King Salman and King Khalid highways to the northwest of Riyadh. More than 104,000 residential units, 9,000 hotel rooms, and more than 980,000 meters of retail space will be available on its more than 25 million square meters of floor space. MBS, the chairman of the New Murabba Development Company, NMDC, unveiled plans for the Mukaab and the New Murabba downtown on February 16th. The Saudi Crown Prince just formed the corporation that will oversee the project. Following Saudi Vision 2030, it seeks to create Riyadh's largest contemporary downtown. The edifice will be shaped like a cube and have dimensions of 400 meters in height, breadth, and length. The cube-shaped building, which its creators claim to be the new look of Riyadh and the most massive modern downtown in the world, will also be the first immersive location made possible by cutting-edge virtual and digital holographic technology. The project also occurred 2 years after the Saudi Crown Prince revealed its $500 billion plans for the country's revolutionary Neom City in the northwest. According to the PIF, it will also have an internal transportation system and provide distinctive living, working, and leisure experiences, all within a 15-minute walking distance. It has also mentioned that it would be only a 20-minute drive from King Khalid International Airport, the first immersive destination in the world where shopping, leisure, and hospitality all reach new heights among breathtaking dynamic settings. The new Maraba website described it as a portal to another world. The project will cover more than 25 million square meters of space, including more than 9,000 hotel rooms, more than 80 leisure units, 104,000 residential units, and cultural institutions. Mukaab is the perfect continuation of the Neom, constructed from the ground up in the country's north for several years to make it an international magnet equivalent to the major Gulf metropolises. Not less than 47 members of the Huwaitat tribe have been imprisoned or jailed by the Saudi authorities due to their resistance to the land exploration legislation, even though the 9 million people who will live there would do so at the expense of the Bedouins. It is also impossible to avoid the fact that the gigantic cube chosen for the project's imagery is the same geometric shape as the Kaaba, the black monument in the middle of Mecca that attracts Muslim pilgrims. This project will have a significant impact on Saudi's daily life. The Mukaab will consist of a tower perched above a spiraling fountain and a 2 million square meters building with 2 million square meters of floor space. By 2030, the project is anticipated to increase Saudi Arabia's non-oil GDP by SAR 180 billion and generate 330,000 new direct and indirect jobs. According to the announcement, the huge project is scheduled to be finished in 2030. The establishment of NMDC is a component of PIF's plan to develop local content, enable the private sector, unleash the potential of promising industries, support the growth of local infrastructure and real estate projects, and diversify Saudi Arabia's income streams. According to a statement from the PIF, the project will be centered on the idea of sustainability and will incorporate elements like green areas and trails for walking and biking to encourage healthy, active lifestyles and neighborhood activities, along with a multi-purpose holographic theater and a technology and design university. The Mukaab will also include a renowned museum. Yasser El-Shestaway, adjunct professor of agriculture at Columbia University and non-resident fellow at the Arab Gulf States Institute of Washington, stated that the Mukaab will serve as a unique icon for Riyadh and will propel the city to become one like the Eiffel Tower or the Sydney Opera House. Analysts claim that Saudi Arabia is unveiling these projects to meet up with its neighboring city of Dubai and the capital of Qatar, Doha. The ambitious project has undoubtedly attracted a lot of attention. The kingdom has endured years of negative press over alleged human rights violations, and it appears that it is trying to change its perception as an oil-rich, conservative state. Neom has anticipated to be funded in part by Saudi Arabia's financial windfall from higher oil prices. Government officials have stated that the influential public investment fund led by Prince Mohammed, the owner of Neom, is one of the beneficiaries of surplus cash. However, Neom has not yet faced a problem with funding. Instead, concerns have been voiced regarding the project's viability after several previous large-scale projects meant to support economic diversification fell flat. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia has also begun to work on his most complex and expensive architectural project yet, a mountain ski resort called Trojena with a folded vertical village and a 3-kilometer man-made lake. According to him, by developing a location based on ecotourism principles, Trojena will revolutionize mountain tourism for the entire world by showcasing efforts to protect the environment and improve the quality of life in the local community. The project is more than 20% done, and upon completion, it will provide year-round outdoor skiing, a spa resort, and a multimedia nature reserve, among other experiences. A folded vertical village called The Vault that connects the digital and physical worlds will also be included. Although few specifics were provided, Neom's website states that the man-made carved village will combine awe-inspiring moments of imagination and reality. Britt Philip Gullett, the executive director of Trojena, said, "In a sense, it's comparable in idea to the line, in that it's focusing that vertical city in one spot, decreasing land use, and optimizing walkability, rather than spreading all those features out across a huge expanse." Trojena is a component of the Crown Prince's Major Vision 2030 initiative, which seeks to modernize the country and wean it off its dependency on oil. In some ways, these structures relate to the biblical story of the Tower of Babel and the desire of humans to rebel against God in their bid to be united. The line will be constructed to cut across and link up various continents. The causeway will run from Saudi Arabia to Egypt, through several African continents to the Middle East by cutting through Israel. The Antichrist could use this causeway to fulfill his missions on earth. Humans should understand that it is wrong to seek power outside the will and ordinances of God. Only godly unity and salvation through Jesus Christ can uphold and sustain a nation. If you enjoyed this video, you should share it with the people around you. Don't forget to click the notification button to receive updates from this channel. Thanks for watching.